This, yeah, this is what I should be doing right now. I should be sleeping. But no, I woke up super duper early this morning so I can make a video for you guys, because that's the only time that I can actually get light. The things I sacrifice for you. Anyway, I'm here today with another book haul, and this is a really exciting one. I've been waiting to film this and bring it to you guys. It's just, I'm so excited. But basically this month I only went out and bought books a couple of times during the month, mainly because right at the beginning of the month I went out with my friend into the city and went on a little bit of a shopping spree for books. I went to Dymocks, which is just a major book seller here in Australia, but the prices of those ones can be a little expensive, so I didn't buy too much there. But then I went to this store called Basement Books, and it's pretty much all the excess books that don't go to other booksellers. So they're practically new, they're in perfect condition, except for sometimes they have a black mark on the bottom of them. But the price of most of these books are somewhere between $2 and $5. Yeah. So I went a little crazy. I think I might as well show you some other random little bits and bobs that I got just before I get into the main part of this haul. When I was in Basement Books, they had these really awesome 3D, I don't know how well you can see that, but 3D placemats. So I got a Snow White one to give to my mum, a Disney Princesses one to give to my best friend, and a Pooh Bear one to keep for myself, because you guys know how I love my Pooh Bear. So these were so adorable, and I couldn't resist. I couldn't. I also got this really cool notebook when I was in Basement Books. It's just a bunch of like keys and feathers and clocks and things. So yeah, I just thought it was cute, so I got it. And I also got this really pretty travel journal. I decided that I'd take this with me on my holiday. So it's just got this notepad here and this little file thing here to put all my little bits and bobs, like used tickets, movie stubs, things like that. Anything I do exciting that I can put in here, I'm gonna put in here. And I also got this travel wallet as well, just cause. Anyway, now it's time to move on to the actual books. Okay, so this first one, I don't even know how to introduce this thing. I think it's wonderful. It is The Complete Story of Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is an illustrated book like the film of Snow White. It's illustrated like the film. So it's got all the scenes from the film and everything, and it is beautiful and I love it, and when I saw this in a secondhand bookstore, I had to have it. So now I do. So if you watched my last video, which was my Document Your Life video, you may have seen this really gorgeous book. One that I already own, and one that a lot of you were just like, oh my gosh, what is that beautiful cover? So yeah, I ended up buying it, and it is this beautiful cover of A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. It is cloth bound, it is gorgeous, and I love it, and it was $25. Now, considering this is Australia, hardbacks here are incredibly expensive. I thought this was sort of a reasonable price for it. A typical paperback can cost up to $20, $25. So for a really, really gorgeous hardcover, I thought it was pretty worth it. Even though I already owned this book, I decided I had to have it. This next book isn't a novel, but it is The Silver Book of Cocktails. It contains 1001 recipes for all different types of cocktails, and I had to have it. It's super shiny, it's super silver, and it's even got this silver spine here. I just think it is absolutely gorgeous, and it's got so many different kinds of cocktails. What do we have? We have mocktails, after dinner, shooters, punch, special occasions, frozen cocktails, classics, long drinks, and I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce that. But yeah, I saw this and I was just like, well, why not? It's super cool. I like it. I like it. I also bought The Elite, which is the sequel to The Selection by Kira Cass. And most of you probably already know that I've already read this for the readathon that I participated in May. And yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I'm not going to tell you the synopsis of this one because I don't want to spoil The Selection, but the general gist of the first book is in this world, in this society, it's divided up into different castes, and the first one consists of the royal family. Now the royal family is hosting this thing called the Selection, which is a lottery that selects 35 different girls who then become the bachelorettes, basically, competing for the prince's hand in marriage and to become the future queen of this kingdom. So yeah, I finished the selection. I needed to get onto the next book, so the next day I went down to the bookstore and I bought it. We also have The Heir Affair by Jasper Fforde. Lately I've been hearing a few things about this book. Really, really good things about this book, and I was very intrigued and I just had to have it. But the main character, her name is Thursday Next. She's a literary detective and Jane Eyre has gone missing. So this sounds really cool, definitely something that I'm interested in, so really looking forward to this one. I also received Tess of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy by my genre swap partner Adriana. I'll leave her link in my pants below. Go and check her out and her genre swap video as well. But yeah, I'm super excited for this one because I've been meaning to read some more classics this year, so definitely on my to read list, hoping to get to this one really soon. I'm not entirely sure what this one is about though, but I guess I'll just have to wait and see. I also bought The Walking Disaster by Jamie Maguire. This is sort of a companion to Beautiful Disaster because it's the same story but written from Travis's point of view. And I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to read this book, guys. I cannot wait. So basically the whole story revolves around Abby and Travis and how they meet and how they get involved with each other and things like that, which is cool. And there's a lot of feels, there's a lot of drama, and yeah. I'm really excited for this one. These next two books should come as no surprise to you, but I just had to have them. I borrowed them from my friend and I read them, but I had to own my own copies because I'm definitely going to be rereading this series soon. And that is The Bridge to Holy Cross and the Summer Garden by Paulina Simons. Now, before I continue, I just want to point something out. This name here, Paulina Simons. Now, I have been saying Paulina Simmons, but when I first saw it written down, I knew that it was pronounced Simons. I knew it, but I was introduced to this author orally. Two of my friends told me about The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simmons, so they both said it like that, which is why I've been saying Simmons is just a habit, and I'm trying to break it because I know how it's meant to be pronounced. But yeah, just thought I'd point that out to you, and I'm sorry. This is the second and the third book in the Bronze Horseman trilogy. I absolutely love these. They are fantastic. If you haven't read the first one, go get it now. I also picked up The Girl in Times Square by Paulina Simons, which is completely separate from the Bronze Horseman trilogy, but I picked it up because I love this author and who also loved Paulina Simons' books. She recommended this one to me to read next. So we have this girl, Lily. She's living in New York, and then her best friend and roommate disappears. And then Spencer O'Malley, this detective, comes into the scene and things just get really intense. There's a lot going on. Drama, drama, drama. But yeah, sounds good. I'm excited for this one. I also bought Tree and Leaf by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is a series of 3 different pieces of writing. There's an essay called On Fairy Tales, a short stories called Leaf by Niggle, and a dramatic poem called The Homecoming of... I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that. But at the time when I saw this, I was reading The Hobbit, and I was like, why not just pick it up? So I did. It's just a really short little read, and it looks very intriguing, and it's a really, really cute cover as well. We then have Wings, Spells, Illusions, and Destined, a series by April Lynn Pike. And the reason as to why I picked up this entire series is because they each costed $2. Yes. $8 for an entire series when I struggled to find a single paperback book in Australia for $10. Yeah, I thought it was worth it, so I picked it up. Tertius by G.P. Taylor. This was a hardcover for $2. $2, reduced from $30. Those are the crazy price reductions in basement books, and it's awesome. So yeah, I picked it up. What I do know about it is there is this boy called Tertius. He is blind, but he's also a money spinner. I think that's what it's called. Yes, a money spinner, and he can see into the future. So there's a lot of magic and things in this one, which is very intriguing to me, and yeah, sounds pretty good. I also got The Card Turner by Louis Sachar. Not entirely sure, but this was another $2 hardcover book, so yeah. And I really love the cover for this one. I think it's really cool. I like it. And according to the cover, it is a novel about a king, a queen, and a joker. But what I've gathered from the synopsis is there is this kid called Alton. I'm great with pronunciations right now. And he has a rich uncle, and it's got to do with his family history or something, and there's a lot of mystery, and it's supposed to be funny, and yeah, sounds pretty good. Then we also have Nearly Departed by Rook Hastings, and I think this cover's pretty cool. It's got this girl's face in the smoke. Woo! Anyway, in this town called Woodsville, there's a lot of weird things that happen. Everyone knows that strange things happen in this town, but people don't really talk about it. It's just, you don't speak about the weird. So yeah, this book has a lot of supernatural, and I like Supernatural, the TV show, and books that have supernatural elements in them. But yeah, so, whew, sounds good. I also got Skylark by Megan Spooner. So the main character, Lark, has never seen the sky or the outside world. She's confined within her city's walls, which are sustained by magic, the teenager's magic, and she doesn't want to have a part of that. So her solution, she has to escape. Woo! Sounds really cool. I'm really excited for this one, and I really like the cover too. I also got Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. A really, really nice cover as well. I really like it. But yeah, I've been meaning to read a Jane Austen book for a really long time. Then when I saw this one for like $3.99, I was like, well, why not just pick it up then, since I am intending on reading one of her novels. I don't know what this one is about, but again, I'll find out when I read it. Then we have Darkness Becomes Her by Kelly Keaton, and the main girl, Ari, I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, she's always stood out because she has these bright teal coloured eyes, silvery hair, and yeah, so her mother died when she was really young. She's been living in foster care, and then one day she receives a message from her mother that says, run. So, bam, mystery. I like me some mystery. And yeah, so for any of you that watched my first bookshelf tour, when you guys saw this book, Fire Song, I mentioned the fact that it was the third book in a series. I'd received it as a present by my mother, who didn't know that it was the third book in a series or a trilogy or whatever it was. So yeah, that was a bit awkward. But I was walking around in Basement Books and I come across this one, Slaves of the Mastery by William Nicholson, and this is the second book in the same series. Before this, I had never had much of an intention to purchase the first and the second book and start this series, but since this one was $1, I thought, well, why not? I mean, what could have hurt? It's just $1. So yeah, now I have it. If I ever buy the first book, I've got the next two ready to go. On my Kindle this month, I also purchased The Prince by Kira Cass. This is a novella from the Selection series. It's sort of just before the Selection and overlaps during the beginning of it from the prince's point of view. And I've already read that one. Again, I read it during the readathon. So yeah, I think that's all I bought on my Kindle this month. Pretty sure. I think that's it, guys. I think those are all the books that I bought this month. Quite a lot. I'm not gonna try counting, but I think it's around 20 something books. Anyway, that is all for me today. I guess I will see you all later with my wrap up and TBR video very soon, hopefully. And yeah, that's all. Hope you enjoyed the haul. I will see you all later. Bye!